Ladies and gents, boys and girls and beautiful people across the whole world, it's your pal Shondo. We're going to be reviewing more Dominaria United cards. We just got done with white, blue, and black. Now it's time for red, green, multicolored, colorless, and lands. That classic combination. As we're kicking things off, I'll remind all of you that bribes are always welcome. We're kicking things off with a bribe from Flame Cyborg. It says, please re-rate the Raven Man as one on the Raven Man's Ravens so all the other Ravens know why they'll never see play. Can you give me that one more time, Flame Cyborg? Let me reread this. So please re-rate the Raven Man as one of the Raven Man's Ravens so all the other Ravens know why they'll never see play. Okay. All right, we're going to re-rate this. We're going to re-rate the Raven Man. So, let me make sure I'm understanding here. I am trying... like I'm letting the Ravens down. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to re-rate this card as one of the Ravens on the Raven Man, so all the other Ravens know. Okay. Okay, so here's why this card is a 0 out of 5. Because see this little bird who's like just trying to get attention. He's like flapping his wings to try to just get scritches, right? He's just doing this shit. I'm sure you've had a long day sometimes and you're just sitting there just inert, arms splayed out, and your cat or your dog is like trying to, please love me. And the Raven Man is so in to this portrait that he's getting all done up, dolled up. All the other birds are just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is this? And this bird is just doing the same thing that my cat did earlier. She was rubbing against my leg. She was putting her little paws up. I was lifting her paws up, setting down. At some point, she just goes, Flame Cyborg says, yeah, you are the one of the Ravens telling the other Ravens the bad news. Oh, okay. Caw! We're fucked. Caw! Dad is... Caw! Dad only has one toughness, okay? Don't believe anything he caw says. Am I nailing it? I feel like I'm doing the best job ever. Pack it caw up, boys. We're going caw to the bar. Dunk their heads in bird beer, whatever that is. Fermented bird seeds. Yeah, this card is trash. This card is bad, but we're going to try to make it work is the important point. Now, on to red. I think that went well. On to red. Balduvian Berserker. 2 and a red for a 1/3 enlister, and when it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. This is a limited card, so we are going to give it a 0. Chaotic Transformation. Oh, yeah. A 6-mana red spell with the word chaos in it. Exile up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, up to 1 target enchantment, up to 1 target planeswalker, and or up to 1 target land. This is how politicians should actually share their policies. If I'm elected president, we will do up to 1 good thing for public Medicare. We'll do up to 1 transportation thing. Bridge. I'm tired. I need to drink some coffee here, man. I might make up to 1 joke. All right. For each permanent exiled this way, its controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a card that shares the card with it, puts it on the battlefield. Oh, shit. So if I have, like, a 0-mana artifact, creature, enchantment, planeswalker, and I exile all of them, I get the big ones down. Wow. This card is really bad. This card sucks, in fact. This is the worst card ever made. I mean, I want to make this one work, but God, I mean, like, what am I gonna do? Because, like, what you want is some tokens. You want some tokens? And then you want... I'm not rating this. Coalition Warbrute. 3 and a red for an Enlist Trampler. I actually found this to be a real pain in the ass to be up against when I was playing Limited. It's these kind of cards where you kind of like need to chump it at some point because it's so big. Willwol, gift in 5s. Hey, what up, Willwol? Welcome. Welcome back, Willwol. Thanks for the 5 gifts. Please re-rate Shield Res Restoration is a Yu-Gi-Oh card where you can only use it to Synchro Fusion summon Shieldred from your graveyard. I am going to put a ban on re-rating cards that are not in this segment. I can't do this. I can't keep doing this, Willwall. You have too many... Listen, Willwall, hold on to those gifted subs. We will re-rate something in this segment, but I'm not going to go back. I just can't. I can't go back to Shield Red anymore. I can't do it. And trying to invent Yu-Gi-Oh names, like, do you understand that every idea makes it into Yu-Gi-Oh? You know what? I have a plan for you, Will. I have a plan. Next card you want me to re-rate, I got you covered. I got you covered. Yeah, Amazing Chess said it best. We're rating red, not Shield Red. See what I mean? This card is actually alright in limited. Defiler of Instinct. Oh, right. This is the red first striker where you can Phyrexian mana the red away. Whenever you cast a red permanent spell, Defiler of Instinct deals 1 damage to any target. Oh my god, that is so good. Oh. Solo Crusader says, how many subs to get you to do a rating stream for the next Yu-Gi-Oh set? When is it? Let's just fucking do it. Let's do... Dude, let's do that. Holy shit, how many cards get released in a Yu-Gi-Oh set? How many cards get fucking released in a Yu-Gi-Oh set? This is now a thing that I do. I'm messaging Eric right now. Okay, hold on. Eric, I have a great idea. Let's do reviews for Yu-Gi-Oh sets when they drop. I don't need to know any mechanics. I'm just gonna do them. Because all I will do is laugh for a really long time. This is such a good idea. 340 cards per Yu-Gi-Oh release? Holy shit, that's incredible. Alright, wow, that's gonna... Alright, well, I guess we discovered the content that we're gonna be doing. This is such a good idea. This is such a good idea. Dysnomia Forgotten gifted 5 subs. Thanks, Dysnomia Forgotten. Dysnomia Forgotten says, just prepaying for that. Okay, we're no longer doing any prepayments. We're no longer doing any prepayments. We have only those two. We have Willwall and Dysnomia Forgotten. Listen, it is hard enough for me to just review these cards. It requires so many calories burned in my mind to do this. You need me to remember 2 things? I don't know, I can only remember 1 thing, which is what I'm doing right now. Alright. Alright. I actually think Defiler of Instinct is kind of interesting because if you have, like, duplications, you can do little ping-pongs in there, but really a 4/4 first striker is just not that good. 4/4 first striker is just not that good. I mean, in limited, this card is bomb as hell. 4/4 first striker is just a house wall. It's so good. But this thing is the one that's interesting to me in constructed, and it's kind of like, meh. So I wouldn't rate it that great. Dragon. Help. It's a dragon. 2/3 flyer, gets +1/+0 until end of turn. If it's been activated 4 or more times, sacrifice Dragon Whelp at the beginning of the next end step. If it breathes too much fire, it explodes. That's so fucking good. Oh, Dysnomia Forgotten says, oh, let me rephrase. The gifted subs is me looking forward to the Yu-Gi-Oh set review, and here's some money for the excitement. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh my god, that's amazing. I'd love to hear it. Willwall, we're down to needing to remember just 1 thing. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is a dragon whoops, more like. This card sucks, but is very charming. I mean, how amazing is that? You can make your fire-breathing dragon breathe so much fire that it burns itself down. I mean, this is the first, I think, illusion in lore that dragons can overheat themselves. I mean, I can certainly get on the treadmill for so long that I'll die. Of course a dragon could breathe fire until it just cooks its little throat up. You know, I think that's a very reasonable thing to say. The Elder Dragon War. The Elder Dragon War deals 2 damage to each creature and each opponent. Discard any number of cards and draw that many cards. Create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. Dude. Elder Dragon War is actually not that good. A 4 mana, deal 2 to everything. I mean, some of these seem kind of fun. The discard and redraw is actually quite good. And then making a dragon. You know, I actually think this is okay. I think this is okay. I mean, in limited, this is just bomb as shit. It's just absolutely bomb. You can read ahead to go straight to the dragon, which is a little bit disappointing, but, you know, Land of Forces, I mean, the Sweeper is a free roll. Well, the way that I'm evaluating this is I'm saying, okay, if it's turn 4 and I would want a Sweeper, you know, there's going to often be a lot of 3 toughness things on a turn 4 in Standard. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so I'd give it like a 1 in Construct. It doesn't seem incredible. It's not like making me lose my mind. Oh, this one's a 5, dude. A 2 mana... trampling 1/2 whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on electrostatic infantry. The trample really pushes this over the edge for me. And the fact that it comes out with 2 toughness. It's not threatening when it first drops, but it can surpass some toughness barriers early on. That's some good stuff. I'm actually quite a fan of electrostatic infantry. Quite a fan. Love the art on this. Oh yeah, it is good, Canon. It is some good stuff. And just as many things as you can cast, you can put that many counters on. I lost to this card, and it was really good. Oh, and it's a wizard. Hell yeah. Fire is a victory. 1 and a red. You can kick it for 3 more. If the spell is kicked, draw a card. Fire's victory deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of cards in your hand. Huh. Early game, this card is insane, because it's just like 2 mana, deal 4 damage. And then it's a burn spell that replaces itself? Or excuse me, a damaging spell. Yeah, I don't know. This card's weird. I actually have a really hard time evaluating this, because I'm imagining if you have 2 cards in hand, this is a 2 mana deal too. It could also be insane if you have like 8 cards and you can just cast this and you can like shoot and deal a bazillion points of damage. I think it's like a 2 in Constructed. I think it'll see play, but maybe not as like a 4 of. Maybe like a 2 of, or maybe some of the sideboard. Ben Mecca gifting us 5. Welcome, Ben Mecca, to the bribe queue. Says, why don't you just rate it as the sum of all natural numbers, aka -1/12? Okay. Can we just derive this? Can we do some math with MS Paint and derive this? I don't know if any of you have ever seen this. Let's say S is the sum of all the natural numbers. You know, 1 + 2 + 3. Oh, 4. And so on. Into infinity. Right? Now, what do I... How do we do this again? What's the next thing we do? I need to, like, subtract a thing from another thing. Don't we do like 2S here? Oh, I always forget how this derivation works. Oh, it's this infinite sum stuff. We're going to subtract a thing from another thing and get like S + 2S. Anyone know how to do this shit again? Can't help you, I'm not a blocker. Yeah, doesn't this involve the +1 -1 +1 -1 thing or something like this? I don't know. There's a weird thing where you do some steps and then you get S equals -1/12. Yeah, it's one of these weird sort of things. It's kind of one of these weird fucking consequence-y thingies. This is a thing. Yeah, so I think that there's the sum. We call it sum 1. Sum 2 is equal to 1 - 1 + 1 - 1 + 1 - 1, and so on. And this goes on forever. And this equals a half. Isn't that right? This equals a half. Right? And this is like a, hey, this is like a this is kind of like a weird, like it kind of feels intuitive, right? If you're bouncing between adding one, you know, you're going from 0 to 1 to 0 to 1 to 0 to 1 to 0. Something intuitive about, like, yeah, it's about like halfway in between. Some shit like that. All right, so this is a half. Then let's see, we do S1 minus S2. All right, we subtract these things. I think we're doing it. S1 minus S2. 1 minus 1 is 0. Am I doing this right? No. I remember. Let me scoot these over. Uh-oh, it's happening. So, okay, so 2, so this is 1. 2 minus 1 is... 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus negative 1 is 2. 4 minus this is 3. And then there's actually like a 5 here. 5 plus a negative 1 is 4. Alright, I did it. So this whole fucking thing, look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, so 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 plus 3 minus negative 1 is 2. You know, I'm doing this right. All right, so we have S1 minus S2 equals 1 plus S1. All right, we're almost there. We're owning. We're fucking owning this shit, I think. I don't know. It's not clear here. Okay, so sum 2 is equal to a half. So then we actually have S1 minus a half is equal to 1 plus S1. All right, I'm almost there. So we move this over here. I messed something up, didn't I? Because these just fucking cancel out and I get 1 equals negative a half. There you go. I fucking did it. We did it. We figured it out. This is... All right, we figured it out. This is so good. This is so good. This is what happens when you don't look it up and are inventing math on the fly. This is incredible. Fucking we own, man. Oh, this is so good. Oh, let me just put a big red box around that one. I don't know if you've ever been to a math lecture where you don't know what the fuck anyone is talking about. And then they just box something like this, and then they just pull the slide away and go to the next one, and you're just, oh my god. Oh my god, that's so funny. I knew I fucked something up. All right, now let's go ahead, let's multiply both sides. Let's multiply both sides by 2, which proves that negative 1 equals 2, which makes sense because we can substitute in for each of these. We get 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. Interestingly, that's 1/2. Isn't that crazy? Oh yeah, this is a good card review. Who asked me to do a card review about this math? Let me just scroll up here. Yeah, and basically that's why Fires of Victory is a negative 1/12, because it's the sum of all possible damages going on to infinity. These are the ones that's going to be on the test. Everything is on the test. And if you ever don't know something, you fail everything. Because negative 1 equals 2. All right. Flowstone Infusion. It's a common. I don't review commons. Flowstone Kavu. It's a common. I don't review commons. Furious Bellow. It's a common. I don't review commons. Gitu Amplifier. It's a common, but it has kicker, so that makes it a little bit unusual. 1 in a red. Kicker for 2 in a blue. Whenever Gitu Amplifier enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Oh. All right. Ben Mecca says that was infinitely better than I expected. Oh, so it was like negative 1/12 better than you expected, huh? Oh my god. All right, so Gitu Amplifier. This card is a common. I don't review commons. Goblin Picker. Common, you know about those. Hammer Hand, you can enchant it and it can become fast. All right. Hurler Cyclops. Not any Cyclops, a hurler. A hurler Cyclops. Ermagerd. It's a hurler Cyclops. Sacrifice another creature. Hurler Cyclops deals 1 damage to any target. Welcome to Token City. Time to send in the hurlers. Oh yeah, hurler sheer clips. Yeah, this card's like real bad, but is pretty good in constructed. Excuse me, pretty good in limited. Like a Thrapple, Auxiliary Commander. It's my fault, really. I told him to throw anything he could find at the enemy. Sorry, Thrapple. Yeah, this card is just awful across the board. But hey, if you're in limited and someone targets one of your babies, you can sack it and throw it at the guy. Hurloon, Battle Hymn. 2 and a red for an instant. Kick for white. Hurloon, Battle Hymn. Deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If the spell is kicked, you gain 4 life. Trash and constructed, unless heated debate. I don't know what cards rotated. That's going to make a lot of these evaluations a little weaker. Not less true, but just weaker. So I think that this one is probably not good, but I really would love a hurt healing spell. This creature, planeswalker. AFR and earlier, amazing chest. Let me be clear with you. I know that cards have rotated and which sets have rotated, but I do not know which card belongs to which set because it is not a relevant gameplay mechanic except once a year. Expensive Lightning Helix. I know, we got fat Helix going on, man. It's great. Enthralled to the Pit. 3 and a red for a kicker. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste till end of turn. If that creature was kicked, sacrifice that creature at the beginning of the next end step. For those of you that don't know how combos work. Oh, yeah. Jaya, Fiery Negotiator. Shield red. 2 and a red and a red. +1. Create a 1/1 red monk creature token with prowess. Oh, shit. -1. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose 1. You may play it this turn. Oh, fuck. Choose target creature an opponent controls. Whenever you attack this turn, Jaya Fiery Negotiator deals damage equal to the number of attacking creatures to that creature. You get an emblem with, whenever you cast a red instant sorcery spell, copy it twice. You may choose new targets for the copies. So this is demanding that we be an aggro spell list. We make monks, we swing in, we deal damage to the things. This is a good card. This looks good in a red burn list. This is Shield red. This is Shield red. Perhaps not Shield red, but this is Shield red. Jaya looks so smug that she's covering up the comma. Friggin' Jaya. Yeah, this is a 5. This is a 5 as fuck. The fact that you make a token and grow is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. It can create a blocker for her as she goes to 5 toughness. Incredible. Jaya's Fire Nader. This card... Don't run sorcery speed, deal 5 damage, removal cards that cost 5. Don't run them. They're always fucking bad. They're always bad. You'll remove something and then you're dead. This is a last resort card. And I also don't like tornadoes. Keldon Flame Sage. 2 and a red. Enlist. Whenever Keldon Flame Sage attacks, look at the top X cards of your library. Where X is Keldon Flame Sage's power, you may exile an instant or sorcery card with mana value X or less from among them. Put the rest on the bottom. You may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. This is a very nice card. Because when you attack, you just look at the top X. You just... So you can enlist a creature, swing, look at the top 5 cards, cast something that's 5 or less for free. Wait. This card is so good. This is like... It's a little less good and limited because you just don't have that many instants or sorceries that are guaranteed to be in your thing. But that's... Oh my god. This card is ridiculous. This is very, 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 very good. I mean, frankly, just swinging and getting to cast maybe a 2-mana spell for free is really good. Yeah, I'd give this a 5 in constructed. I feel like we're going to see this. It sucks that it doesn't have haste. It sucks that Enlist and Enlist is fundamentally at odds with casting spells. Or, excuse me, casting instants and sorceries. Yeah, Mindling mech with this would be sick. Yeah, I mean, what I mean is that if you have cards with prowess or creatures, or when you have cards that are half creatures, half instants or sorceries, or somewhere where both of them you want to have a lot of all of them, like you want to have creatures to enlist, you want to have spells to cast for free. That can cause mana construction challenges. Okay, so Keldon Strike Team. I was kind of interested in this card because this is a 3/1 that can be kicked to make 2 extra tokens. And as long as Keldon Strike Team enter the battlefield this turn, creatures you control have haste. This is a really nice, subtle little keyword that I actually think is more relevant. It's great in token decks and token lists. I was running one of those yesterday, and I mean, you have Rabble Rousing as a very strong card to play Keldon Strike Team. Swing Rabble Rousing summons a bunch of nerds. I'm really interested in Keldon Strike Team. Really, really interested. I'm going to put this as a Sean out of 5. Lightning Strike. It's an amazing card. This is a 5 across the board. 3 damage to any target. 2 mana, shoot you in the face. This is good. This is just good, 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 good. If you think it's bad, you're wrong, 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 wrong. Lightning Strike is good shit. 3 burn damage to the face. Lady Envy says, poor man's lightning bolt. That's right. That's right. We're all getting poor in inflationary times. So I'm glad to also see a matching inflationary lightning bolt. It's a common, which we don't rate. But this is a good card. This is a 5. Maria's Outraider. Obscene Sanity. Tell me Obscene Sanity. Obscene Sanity says, so why do you hate Lightning Strike? Okay, Lightning Strike, the most undercosted, overcosted, the most underpowered, overcosted, we got there eventually, card I have seen yet today. For any of you that don't know, Lightning Bolt, one of the most basic Magic cards out there, is 1 red, deal 3. 1 red, deal 3. Shows up in Jund decks. You know what they call Jund decks? Fair decks with fair cards, okay? So if we have a fair card that's 1 red, 3 damage, this should cost at least, deal at least 6. I mean, so pathetic. Oh my god. I mean, I feel a little bit like this is the difference between showing up to prom in a car versus showing up to prom in a bunch of cardboard with the word car written on the outside of it. You paid less, you got less. The metaphor is breaking down because this costs more than Lightning Bolt. It would be, okay, I'm getting there. It would be like showing up to prom where instead of having a car, you went to the junkyard, found the most expensive car with no engine in it, paid more for that car than the other person who showed up with a car paid for their car that drives, and you Flintstoned your way to prom, and then you went, what do you think of my car? It's like that. So I give this card a bad rating because that's what I was paid to do. Perfect. We did it. Whew, that feels good. That feels good. Yeah, that's pretty awful, right? You would not want to show up to prom Flintstoning your way with debt. Maria's Outrider. 4/4 with reach for 5. When Maria's Outrider enters the battlefield, it deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of basic land types among lands you control. I mean, it's not... It's a common card, but what I really want to do is just flicker this. Just keep making it leave the battlefield and re-enter the battlefield. Exit the battlefield and re-enter the battlefield. Red card with reach. I will stand on top of my horse with a bow. That's crazy, man. I love that. That's risky. I hate this card. It's common. We don't raid commons. Phoenix Chick. Bro, check out this hot Phoenix Chick. She's a 1/1 flyer with haste. She can't block. But whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may pay red. If you do, return Phoenix Chick from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking with a +++ counter on it. Ooh, that's good. Bruh. This is a pecker. This is exactly what I'm talking about. With quality peckers. Dude, bruh, imagine, oh my god. Dude, are we making a mono-red list tomorrow? Leffowen says this seems bad. Leffowen, you like play Legacy. Like, you look at this and you're like, it's not a 0-mana artifact. Why would anyone run this? Like, you're a Legacy player. Like, I do not trust your opinion on cards for Standard when I'm the one with the microphone. I just don't. Phoenix Chick. Oh my god, if you do return Phoenix Chick from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attack with a +1/+1 counter on it. Holy shit, dude, just like literally flood with hasty babies. Flood with hasty babies. This, with this guy, with this Keldon Strike team? Hell yeah. I think this is some standard gasoline right there. One hot chick. One hot chick. Radha's Firebrand. 1 in a red. Whenever Radha's Firebrand attacks target creature defending player controls with power less than Radha, Firebrand's power can block this turn. You can domain to target a bigger... This card's a 0. This card is horrible. This is a horrible... I don't know why that hurt. I didn't even hit myself in the eye. Ow, what hurt? What hurt? There's nothing there. I like hit myself here. What was that? Okay. I don't know if this happens to any of you that grow hair on your face, okay? But I have like beard stuffs, and if I like do this, feels fine. Feels fine. But if I go at just the wrong angle, the hair stabs back into my head, and it feels like a little knife, I got acupunctured in the head, man. It's tough. I played against this card yesterday. It seemed incredibly unexciting. It is a 3-1 for 2, which seems neat. Could potentially be good in a red aggro list, but I just don't like it. Rundveld Hoardmaster. Look at him. He's using his axe as a microphone. Yeah! 1 in a red. Other goblins you control get +1/+1. Oh. Whenever the Horde Master or another goblin dies, exile the top card of your library. If it's a goblin, you may cast that card until the end of your next turn. Rundveld. Very good, Rundveld. Dude, I'm telling you, this card rules. Goblins that beget goblins? Dude. Just begoblined. Shivan Devastator. Okay, I found my favorite card. Well... Yep, Flying Haste, Shivan Devastator enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. I'm telling you, this card's fucking fun. This is not a particularly good card. Like a 7-mana 6/6 flyer with haste. Doesn't have trample. It needs flample to really get in there. Technically, you can play this as a 2/2 flying haster. Like, that's pretty good. That's, like, not bad. Grimma77 gifted 5. Hey, Grimma, good to see you. One of the regular gifters of this here channel here. Grimma, what will you have me do? Yeah, the art here is amazing. It implies that you're going to spend a lot of mana on it. But I might cast this for 1. Just have it hang out with its Phoenix pal. Just have it hang out with its Phoenix pal. This is an unbelievably good card in Limited. Just because big flyers are strong. Grimace says, can you rate it like the judge on a baking show or a... You want me to rate this like I'm a judge on a baking show? Okay. So like the Great British Bake Off? Right, like bite into it. And instead of saying... Okay, because my actual rating of this is it's like a 2 out of 5. But, you know, if I were Paul Hollywood, I'd be like, flavors are there. It's dry. You need to just, if you just let it prove for 20 more minutes, it would hold in that moisture. And then Prue would be like, the flavors are lovely. It's a little bit stodgy, though. It's delicious. I think I'll have another bite. Yeah, it's overworked. Yeah, I don't know. This. Here's something I recently learned. That in British English and American English, quite means the opposite. Means the opposite thing. Because quite in American English means very. Like, oh, it was bad. It was quite bad. That means it's very, very bad, right? And then there is British English, where quite means a little bit, where it was bad. It was a little bit bad. Like, it's quite bad. Which is so weird that that word means the opposite thing. It's like, it took me so long to understand why I would watch the Great British Baking Show, and these judges would be like, well, it's quite bad. And they just meant, like, it's a little bit bad. Randy Travesty says, why is British English so wrong all the time? I know. It's because they stole English from us. So let's see. Ketchup Popsicle Gifts 5 says, I don't need you to reread anything. Just happy to be back in chat. Welcome back, Ketchup Popsicle. I'm thinking about eating a ketchup popsicle, and in my mind I'm going, gross. Shivan Devastator, it is. Smash to dust. Destroy an artifact. Target creature with Defender. Deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. 0. Sprouting Goblin. When Sprouting Goblin enters the battlefield, feels kicked, search your library for a land card with a basic land type, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle. Sacrifice land, draw a card. Whoa! Sacrifice a land, draw a card. Whoa! Sacrifice a land, draw a card. Whoa! Whoa, wowie, whoa, 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 whoa. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think this is going to show up in a Goblin deck, especially when we have the Horde Master here to get him big. Sacking land to draw a card. We don't have any land destruction that I've seen, at least. Oh, Squee, Dubious Monarch. 2 and a red for a 2/2 haster. Whenever Squee, Dubious Monarch attacks, create a 1/1 red Goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. Goblin Mentor, anyone? You may cast Squee, Dubious Monarch from your graveyard by paying 4 and exiling 4 other cards from your graveyard rather than paying its mana cost. Holy shit. I found my sideboard red card. I did it. This is, I so miss Legion Warboss. Oh my god, this is incredible. This is incredible. This is great. A Jeskai Control with huge explosive spells. This is a perfect sideboard card. 5 out of 5. Love it. Might not be incredible in Limited, but I would get it. I have played with this card. This is 5 as fuck. I love Temporal Firestorm. I love it. You can generally just blast the board, and it hits Planeswalkers. That's a really big reason why I'm excited about it. It hits each creature and each Planeswalker, making it very, very good for dealing with some of the more multi-pronged threat garbage. Oh, 5, and you saw me win so many games in draft with this. This is a spectacular one, because you can kick it twice to exile 2 creatures. And then, or not exile, excuse me, phase out 2 creatures, blow everyone up, then they stay. It's incredible. Thrill of Possibility. I haven't seen this card run ever. I don't expect to see it get run ever. Just saying. Thrill of Possibility. It's a bad card. It's common. We'll call the card Twinferno. Yay, Twinferno, 1 in a red. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Oh, just any old instant or sorcery spell, huh? Just any old, huh? Well, hi, my name is Sean. I like large red spells, cast twice. 3D Res, gift in 5, thanks, 3D Res. I'm at your service, 3D Res. 3D Res, gift in 5, a happy Wednesday to you. We're doing good. We still have 3 hours left. 3 hours left, and we're just over halfway through. 3 Res is there are 2 Pokemon cards that I would like you to rate. Sure, give me these cards. Give me the fucking Pokemon cards. Paste them one at a time. I want image links, not like a wiki page that has just like shit flying at me, man. I don't have an ad blocker on right now, and I want to block those ads. All right, come on, 3D Res, come on. Come on, time is of the essence. If I don't get it in the next 10 seconds, you're banned from chat. And I can see that you're a VIP who's been gifting subs regularly, but I'm raising the stakes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2. 1. All right, there we go. Bulbapedia. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this Pokemon card. All right. Opening it on the other monitor. All right, you did exactly what I told you not to do. Can you give me the image? Can you give me the image? 3D res? Like, you literally... I cannot believe that you literally just linked me to, like, bulbagarden.net. You linked me to bulbagarden.net. I don't know what this is. All right. Looks like Sunaj's got you covered. I cannot believe you would do this to me. All right. This is Miltank. It's not what it says, but that's the way it is now. So already I'm thinking of a rating of Milk. It has 100 hit points. It's not that much. Oh, I'm in the way, aren't I? Well. Psst. Psst. You can spend white to sit down splash for 50 plus. That's crazy. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 20 more damage. Weakness is being double-fisted. Well, I think that's actually just a general weakness that you have if you don't have a cloaca. Retreat is white. If it is around babies, the milk it produces contains much more nutrition than usual. This is not a sentence. What do you mean much more nutrition than usual? Wait. So what this means, let me actually tell you what in English this means. This means that normally Miltank produces not very nutritious milk. But if it's around babies, the nutrition levels go up. I mean, that's crazy, man. Dude, every time I see these babies, I'm just like, oh. Wait, why am I... Oh, I see. I was like, why am I behind the card? It's because I'm hitting the edge of the frame. Yeah, no, I mean, I would say that if milk is a fundamental mechanic in Pokemon, this actually seems pretty good. This seems pretty good because, you know, you could bring your baby to an event and get this thing to make better milk. You know, so in the same way that if I'm around you babies, I produce better content. I mean, it makes sense to me. This is a lot of omega-3 fatty acids in this card review. So I would probably give this a 3 out of 5. You got to be careful if there's any little Mr. Fisters at your tournament, because if 2 of them are there, you're done. You're fucking done. So I mean that's what I would say is my review of that. I'd probably give it like a 2. I think it'll show up in tournaments. You got a second one you wanted me to get reviewed? Second card. All right, it's a Shopify link. It's crazy. I don't fucking speak Japanese. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know. This card looks purple. Like, what do you want me to say? What are you doing, 3D Res? What are you doing? We're doing a Magic card review, and you're like, can you review this Japanese Pokemon card? And I'm trying. It's definitely purple. And sometimes it's purple and white. Okay? So, I mean, I don't know. I would probably run this if you were at an event where milk was banned. I would run this one. If you can get milk to the event, I would run Miltank. And I would bring a baby. That would be my advice to you. Haul that baby to the event. Avoid the double fisters, and don't bring any purple Botox lovers like this one. I think sometimes the injections do have a limit. All right. I'm really excited to do the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card review. What else? Fan Various says, while we're off topic, Lady Envy is having a tough day. Would you rate them as 5 out of 5? Lady Envy. You know what? Let's be real. Lady Envy, you are way better than any of these fucking cards. Definitely better than Twinferno, if we're being real. Lady Envy, you're thoughtful, reliable. Anytime I need you, I never need to worry about you getting top decked or my opponent not running bullshit. You're just there. You're there for us, Lady Envy. I see you in chat. My eyes glaze over your words. Upbeat, warm, pleasant, a delight to be around. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope your day gets better. Now, allow me to return back to character. This card's a 5 out of 5 because we get to do dumb shit with it. All right, Viashino Branch Rider. Whoa, look, he's on a surfboard, on a branch. Oh, shit, get this one in the Hobbit, because if we're in the mood to just throw any sense of this being a high fantasy out the window, well, sure, we got bowling balls and bowling pins and bowling noises, garbage 3D, and a branch rider surfing a tree. Hell yeah. I love stories where the protagonists aren't active and stuff just happens to them. All right. What is, if it was kicked, it enters battlefield with 2+1/+1 counters on it, and it can get bigger. Oh, it's a common. What am I doing rating this? Really, this was an opportunity for me to say I did not like the Hobbit movies. I mean, I watched the first Hobbit movie, and I was like, that was fucking horrible. And then someone's like, there's another Hobbit movie. And I was like, well, I'm not going to watch that. And then they're like, well, here's a third Hobbit movie. And I'm like, why? And then they were like, I don't know why these didn't do well. Warhost's Frenzy. 2 and a red. Ah, yeah. Creatures you control get +2/+0. If a spell is kicked, whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. Very good card. In limited. Very, very good. So. Yavimaya Steel Crusher. Oh my god, this monkey is so mad, man. He's just literally holding the spine of something that died a long time ago, and he's just so mad he's not letting go. Oh, 1 and a red. Oh, it's a common. We don't review commons. Yosha declares war. Do you read this as Yotia or Yosha? Like the safety board for the Occupational Safety and Humanities Association. What does OSHA stand for? The Occupational Safety and Health Administration? Safety and Health? All right. So it's Yotaya? Oh, not Yosha? I think, oh my god, the fact that I'm calling this shit Yosha, I mean, that's like 10 times funnier, man. Yosha? I'm declaring war. I'm Yosha. All right. Create a 0/2 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying named Ornithopter. Tap any number of untapped artifacts you control. When you do, Yosha declares war, deals that much damage to target creature or planeswalker. Karn? Up to 1 target artifact you control becomes a creature with base power and toughness 4/4 until end of turn. Dude, Yosha. Hell yeah. This card's... I'm going to do some dumb shit with this. I mean, this is mediocre across the board, but you can't get mediocre without getting real fucking meaty, you know? Who's ready for the greens? Look at this. The pace is absolutely excellent. Like, I actually think we might be done early. This was great. We can rate some more Pokemon cards. Bark Weave Crusher. 0. Bite Down. 0. Like, it's a limited card. Dude, do you ever feed your pets and they just look like this, and you suddenly are reminded of like, this is a carnivore that kills things. Bite Down. Yeah, this is fine. It's Bog Badger. It's common with kicker. There's battlefield. Creatures you control gain menace till end of turn. Alright, it's whatever. Broken Wings. This is fine. We always wind up with one of these in our deck. Colossal Growth. Oh, now we're talking, baby. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my. Yeah, Colossal Growth, 1 and a red. To give a creature +3/+3, and if it was kicked, it gets +4/+4 and trample and haste. I mean, I think this is better than it looks. This is a lot better than it looks, I think. Dude, I want to do some Gruul Smashy shit, man. I want to do limited tomorrow, man. I might just go draft tomorrow. That sounds good. Deathbloom Gardener, like this in limited. There's a lot of good defense. Seems like a nice, good green defense with upside. That's parfait. Defiler Vigor. Okay, 5,000 out of 5. Look at this. It is a 6/6 trampler for 5. So, one of the reasons why I really like this card is that, so first of all, the overall power level has dropped due to the fact that there's so much stuff rotating out. 6/6 is a massive stat line. Massive stat line. And whenever you cast a green permanent spell, all your other things get bigger. Trample is a keyword that I have grown to love more and more and more in Constructed, because you just cannot chump block effectively. Big tramplers are awesome. Comes down on turn 5, 1 turn faster than a Vorinclex. And I'm very curious about the way that this clause is going to just get better and better and better and revisited more and more and more and more. I think this is going to be really great. Bronze Love says, how's your dog? Good. Good. Old Bone Ice. Old Bone Ice. Do I have a photo of Bone Ice? See if I have a photo of Bone Ice. Oh, that doxes me. Yeah, look, here she is on the sidewalk. Can't really see. Yeah, CC. Oh. She's good. She's napping hard. She's napping right now. I like how my face became orange. That's great. Yeah, this is not legendary. This card is just great. This card is just awesome. I really like this. The one downside is that it doesn't have haste. It's late in the game enough that removal and sweepers are a concern, but I think it more than makes up for the present tense power. Elfheim Worm, absolute garbage drag nonsense that works in limited. Elvish Hydromancer. When Elvish Hydromancer enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Where's... What? Oh, I'm horny for the Hydromancer. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is not a constructed card. No one's just like, oh my god, 7 mana for a token and a 3/2? Oh! But like, really, this is an excellent card in limited. This is one of my favorite parts about Kicker. Do I play it now or do I wait to kick it? Just great richness. All right. This is my #1 common of the set. Way better than that stupid card Lightning Strike. Dude, Floriferous Vine Wall. This card I'm excited about. It's a 0/2 defender. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 cards, reveal a land, and put it into your hand. I actually think... Okay, listen. I think a defender deck with Floriferous Vine Wall as a way to just get some consistent land dropping. We get some defending going. This is a nice little early blocker for aggro. I love a lot of those green redraw defender cards. Buys time for ramp, gets the lands. I love this card. I love this on turn 2. Because often turn 3 is like the ramp turn for green. What do you do on turn 2 that doesn't feel completely useless? Lady Envy says 0/2 seems low for a defender, though. It's basically an absolute chumper. It's a chumper bumper. It's like, put a land into your hand and gain 3 life. That's kind of what it feels like to me. And I'm into it. Gaya's Might. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each basic land type among lands you control. We don't review domain cards here. We do not review domain cards here. We don't do it. We don't do it. We do not do it. This is not touching this. Herd Migration. Let's review this card. Domain. Create a 3/3 green beast creature token for each basic land type among lands you control. You discard Herd Migration, search for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, you gain 3 life. Maybe... So obviously, Obviously, in Constructed, it's excellent. Getting 3/3/3s, or even 4/3/3s, or even 5/3/3s, or even 3/3/3s. I mean, I think it's pretty good. Just a solid beast maker. Constructed, I don't know. This seems like what I am interested in. Seems like what I'm interested in. Alright. Hexbane Tortoise. Uh-oh, this one doesn't have a back tub. Doing a green for a Ward Turtle. An enlisting Ward Turtle. That's pretty cool. I think his design is great. Although the card is so bad it hurts to see it here on the screen. So, I mean, you know, whatevs. Whatevs. It's like whatever. Yeah, it's got the same spikes that, again, point straight to the Volcano Manor. I think Leaf Crown Visionary is going to be one of the better cards of the set. Leaf Crown Visionary. A 1/1, other elves you control get +1/+1. Whenever you cast an elf spell, you may pay a green, and if you do draw a card, elf cards, for any of you that are unfamiliar, elf cards tend to buff other elves and make mana. Those are the things that they tend to do. Buff other elves, make mana. And so, if you have mana generators that then you can pay to draw cards to get more elves to cast, to draw, to, you know, chain. You can actually have some insane pop-off effects with this. So I think this is amazing. I really give this a 5. I don't know if it will be good in this particular standard, but give it 2 or 3 standards, and this is one of those cards where I will always go, what are the elves in the set? What are the elves in the set? I think that there might be a mono green elf list that would be very good. Linebreaker Baloth is the perfect example of a limited card. Can't be blocked by creatures to power 2 or less, is rarely ever on constructed cards, except for the Steel Leaf Champion. But I mean, it's just a solid little basher. It's a limited card. Probably give it a 3 or 2. Llanowar Green Widow. Ooh, reach trample for 4/3 for 3 is actually a very sick stat line. Return Llanowar Green Widow from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Gains this permanent would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each basic land type among lands you control. Okay. So it will probably just get reduced 2 if we actually want to reach Trampler. But a 4/3 for 3 is a pretty great stat line. Pretty great stat line. Oh yeah, Questing Beast. I'm sorry, I forgot, because Questing Beast has Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3 of the card text. And I revealed it. It was my reveal. I feel personally attached to it. Yeah, I think that this is... I was looking for some mono green Stompy cards, and, like, there's just not that many good mono green Stompers. And Llanowar Green Widow seems like a good candidate to be just a baseline value smasher card. Reach is good because there will be a mono blue tempo list. Okay? There'll be a mono blue tempo list. Llanowar Loam Speaker, 1 and a green. Oh my god, this card is nuts good, man. Add 1 mana of any color. That's any color, not 1 green mana, but 1 of any color. Great for splashes and various other accents. Then target land you control becomes a 3/3 elemental creature with haste until end of turn. It's still a land, activate only as sorcery. This is a really obnoxious threat for like anybody. Okay, so like what are the basic threats that the top half and the stat line? 1/3 is a pretty good blocker. Adding 1 mana of any color means that we can get turn 4 cards down on turn 3, or say 4 cost cards down on turn 3, which can really stop a lot of aggro in their tracks. 1 of any color means you can leave it untapped and have a surprise shock type card. But let's say that you're up against a control list. You kind of feel obligated to kill this because it can just continue to smash you by itself. And the fact that the creature returns back to being a land at the end, I mean, this is probably one of the top 5 cards I would say in this list. This seems excellent. Just excellent. Because, you know, a lot of people I know were sort of just like, Llanowar Elves, I want a 1 mana accelerator. I want to be able to do turn 3 things on turn 2. But I think that that's probably a little bit too deforming. So Llanowar Loam Speaker being like 1 mana more, and then it also has the benefit of being a reasonable blocker and also hitting any color, and also having this land can be a haster. I mean, it's just great. It's just great. Love it. Llanowar Stalker, it's a common, boo. Magnagoth Sentry, it's a reacher, boo. Mossbeard Ancient, not good, not good. Great and limited, but overall not good. 7/7 Trample, I love Trample for breaking board states. Love it. Oh, I love it so much. But remember, the Palaka Worm was a 7/7 that healed for 7. And when it died, you drew a card. It's no Palaka Worm. Palaka Worm might be one of my... Is that actually my number 1 favorite card? Might be my number 1 favorite card. T-Prawn says, why does a 6/6 seem so much better than a 7/7? It's not. That's incorrect. And if this is a setup for a 7/7, 8/8, 9/9 joke, then it's just like literally 7/7's rule. T-Prawn says, but it seems... Look, this isn't Hearthstone. 7/7s are better than 6/6s. There it is. There's my answer to you. Nishoba Brawler. Or Nishoba. Excuse me, it's pronounced Nishoba. Nishoba. 1 and a green. Nishoba. Brawler's power is equal to the number of basic land types among lands you control. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. That's actually... They're really trying to make this damn domain thing work. They're really trying to make it work. I think Nishoba Brawler is... That seems pretty good. Still laughing about the idea of doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card review, even though I don't fucking play that game. That's great. This might actually be a candidate for the, like, Gruul Stompy list. I mean, just being a 2/3... No, I don't know. No, this card fucking sucks. What am I doing? 0 out of 5. I'm spending time thinking about how to make this work. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 0. Nishoba Brawler is so bad. What am I going to be, like a 5-color Nicol Bolas list that runs Nishoba Brawler so I can have a 5, 3? We don't raid domain. This is a big X. No. Boo. Very bad. Quirion Beastcaller, a 10. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Quirion Beastcaller, and when it dies, distribute X +1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on Quirion Beastcaller. So, if you cast a card, it's a 3/3, and then a 4/4, and then a 5/5. And then when it dies, if it's a 5/5, those 3 tokens, excuse me, 3 counters, can pop on something else. This card is incredible. It's not legendary. You can just play it and keep playing lots of them. This is a good beater. This is a very, very, very good beater. Oh, I see what you were saying. You were saying, why do 6/6 cards seem, broadly speaking, to have extra abilities on them that make them, on average, more powerful than 7/7 cards? Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. And I actually have an answer for that. A 6/6 brings someone from 20 to 0 life in 4 turns. 6, 12, 18, 24. A 7/7 brings them to 0 life in 3 turns. 7, 14, 21. So that's a big inflection point of power, even though 6/6 and 7/7 just feels like really close, but one's like a little bigger. And because of that, from a design perspective, you have a whole turn extra's worth of wiggle room to give good, cool, awesome powers to that 6/6. So that's one of the reasons why you might perceive that a 6/6 on average has text that just feels like it's like doing a lot of stuff. It's because 7 is actually really a big number. Oh, Mario MD says, oh, that's actually an interesting analysis. Here's the best part. I could be completely full of shit, but I sounded compelling, right? Scout the wilderness. Yeah, you can put land onto the battlefield tapped and then make soldiers. Woo! Silverback Elder. The most wise ape. Whenever you cast a creature spell, choose one. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped. Put the rest on the bottom in a random order. You gain 4 life. I'm going to build some stupid shit with this monkey, aren't I, man? I will build the greatest monkey the world has ever seen. Why the fuck does this get 2 free points of toughness? Because it's got your green jelly bean. 5/7 from heaven, baby. I mathed it, says this looks bananas. Yeah, I'd give Silverback Elder, like, this is a 7 out of 5 in Limited. This is, like, maybe the best Limited card that has ever existed. This is so good. With the power level being low, this is just a really solid stabilizer. I like it very much. I give the Silverback Elder a perfect 7 out of 5. This is like EDH bait? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Slimefoot Survey. Sucks. Search your library for up to 2 land cards that each have basic land type, then put them on the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. Put up to 1 of them on top of your library and the rest on the bottom in a random order. I like things that let you put 2 land cards onto the battlefield, because this is land cards that each have basic land type. I could put 2 triomes in because they have basic land types on them. So, oh my god, look, there's a little Slimefoot, and he's just looking around. Oh, it's a little Slimefoot stowaway. Oh my god, he's so cute, look at him. Oh my god, you get a 5 out of 5. But the card you're on is actually irredeemable trash. So look at the top and put a thing on the, maybe this is actually okay. Look at the top N cards and just put one that you want on top. But I don't know. On turn 5, doing that sort of ramp. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably give it a 0. I'll probably run this shit in Limited. I probably will. Snare Spinner. Nope. Solid design, but nope. Strength of the Coalition. Kicker. Target creature gets +2/+2. If it was kicked, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Oh, yes. I mean, Strength of the Coalition. Oh, I like it so much. So much I like Strength of the Coalition. This is a great Limited card. Not for Constructed. This is a great Limited. I can't wait to lose a lot of games to this shit. The fact that it's 1 for +2/+2 is nice. And then you can kick it for more. Amazing. Sunbathing Root Walla. Although, looking at this background does kind of make me want to keep playing Satisfactory. Tail Swipe. Choose target creature you control. Target creature you don't control. If you cast a spell during your main phase, the creature you control gets +1/+1, and then those creatures fight each other. This is an interesting version of Prey Upon. That's very intéressant. I'd like to just take a moment to appreciate the fact that we have a palindrome number, 180 or 182, 281. Feels good. Feels good. All right. Tear Asunder. Oh, this one is a 5. Dude, you can, for 2, exile target artifact or enchantment. If the spell was kicked, exile target non-land permanent instead. This is the best card. I think this is the best card. This is the best card in the set. This is the best one. Pay 4 to exile a non-land permanent at instant speed? Jesus. And the thing is, there are enchantments and artifacts that are just going to be strong. Wizards has done a really good job continuing to make that the case. This is pretty much always 4. Pretty much always 4. But I still think that's okay because it's exiling. And exile is such a huge keyword lately. Like, it's so big. And I mean, dude, look at this. Look at this art. Just like ripping right through this weird demon monster bug thing. That's so good. Vraska's Contempt was better. Vraska's Contempt was... you gain 2 life. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Oh no, this is better than that. This is better than that. Because this is exile target non-land permanent. You can exile like anything. Yeah, I would view this as a 4-mana card that exiles any target outside of land. And you can also cast it cheaply to exile an artifact or enchantment. Oh, that's so good. Schlabowski just gifted 5. All right, Schlabowski, what do you need? It's your call, Schlabowski. Yeah, I think this card is incredible. No one knew why the Spirit Mongers were so enraged by Phyrexian technology, but it was a stroke of good luck for the Coalition. What up, Land of Horf? What up, Land of Horf? How's it going? Dude, this wisp thing is this is painful for me. Filters out my hair. Look, the more I tilt it back, the thinner it gets. All right, Shabbat says, this is my favorite stream you do. I love you. That's it. I re-rate myself to 5 out of 5. Yay! My depression is gone. Dude. All right, that's a bit of a joke about the re-rating thing, but like seriously, have you ever met someone who does that to you? You ever done that? Where you're just like, dude, I'm having a horrible time. And they say, cheer up. They say, dude, don't let that stuff get you down. You know what I mean? Where they're just like, well, what if that just wasn't what was happening? Wouldn't that be great? Let me know where I can send in the invoice. I was on a plane, okay? And I was coming back on this plane. There were these 2 kids who were in their early 20s. And I know because they said that their birthday just happened and one of them's 23. And he fucking talked like a 23-year-old and he was talking to another friend. And he's like, dude, your birthday's coming up too. We should like totally do a party for your birthday, bro. Like totally. You know? So these 2 23-year-olds were talking about a script that they were writing. I think they were pitching. I think they were trying to go into Hollywood. Which is actually located in Burbank. They were trying to go to Hollywood and pitch some of their scripts, get some of their ideas, keep working through it. And they were talking about sequence 1 and sequence 2 and the logic and the flow of the stories. And the kid that was 2 to my right was really upset because he noticed in Act 1, he made a mistake. So let me actually not use Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. Let's use sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because they were talking about 5 sequences in this story. So in sequence 1, this kiddo made a mistake that meant that all the work that he'd done in sequence 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 didn't work. He needed to redo everything. And here's the thing. If you have ever done anything creative, or if you have ever done a project that is multi-phased, where you realize the mistake you did at the start means everything else needs to be redone, it's like the worst feeling ever. I don't know if you ever like try to pack away all your stuff in a storage closet and then you realize the thing I need is all the way in the back. All right, let's start unpacking, open this, get this out, shut it, and then restart the whole process. When you're coding and you realize, I need to rewrite this whole thing. When you're doing something creative and you realize that one of the basic things that you've done doesn't work, which means everything on top doesn't work. And what I would have said to that guy is I would have gone, oh, dude, I feel you. Oh, it's the worst. It sucks. Yeah, dude, just, you know what? Just be sad about it for a minute. It's all right. We've all been there. And I know that you're going to be able to solve this problem. And I know you're going to be able to reuse a lot of the great ideas that you had before and make them even better. It just sucks right now. And instead, the 23-year-old to my right was looking at him and he's like, no, dude, bro, shut up. Dude, this is what happens. This is how it works, man. This is how it works. Dude, no, don't be sad. No, stop it. Just stop it, dude, bro. Stop it. We need to get this thing pitched. And you're going to sit down, you're going to work for a few hours, you're just going to fix it. You're just going to do it, okay, bro? And he was like, yeah, no, I know, but I'm just really frustrated. And dude, I could hear him say, yes, but please, show love to me. And the guy to my right was like, nah, I'm not doing that, man. You're going to work, right? You're just going to, like, fix it. Like, you sit down and you just fix it, okay? What I want to do is I want to turn to him and go, hey, I've been listening to all your conversations, and I want you, stranger, to know it's okay. So good. All right. Terrace Hunter's busted good. Territorial Morrow. This is, for any of you that don't know, this is exactly what the lead designer of Magic the Gathering looks like. He has a really long, flowing beard with bits of foliage stuck in it. He's got antlers and big old horns sticking out. He's a gnarly man. And is only good in limited and is not good in constructed. There you go. Threats undetected. Wait, what? Search your library for up to 4 creature cards with different powers and reveal them. An opponent chooses 2 of those cards. Shuffle the chosen cards into your library and put the rest into your hand. Can you imagine looking for a Topiary Smasher or Stomper? Looking for that ape we just saw? Looking for a Titan of Industry? Dude, and just getting 2 of them? Hell yeah. God, that's really good. Because, like, you can just get a bunch of 5, 6, 7, and 8s ones. The shuffle in hurts a lot. Nah, you guys play too much Reanimator in older formats. This is great. I love this card. I love Threats Undetected. I'm going to give it a 5 in Constructed. Just to spite you. Urborg Lurgoyf. Well, let me review the Urborg Lurgoyf. It is 1 and green, */1+*. Reminds you of my math lectures, huh? Kicker blue, enter black. As Urborg Lurgoyf enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards for each time it was kicked. Whoa. Urborg Lurgoyf's power is equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard, and its toughness is equal to that number plus 1. Oh, the number of creature cards, not card types. Holy shit, the Urborg Lurgoyf is a big boy. Can you say that again? Oh, Urborg Lurgoyf? Urborg Lurgoyf? I think this will go into my Golgari Urborg Lurgoyf with my Tarmogoyf. Alright, yep. Yeah, I think this is a 5. This is probably going to be just like a 5 as fuck. This is a 5. Because, I mean, like, you know, play this for 2. Yeah. Summon an even larger Goyf. Yeah, I mean, this can pop down for 2. And be like a 4-5. Like, this is great. This is just a robust, thick mangler. So I'd give it a 5 in all formats. This is a kind of unexciting, very powerful card. It's just going to be like a vanilla 4-5 that just gets bigger. Vine Shaper Prodigy. If it was kicked, look at the top 3 cards, put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom. Nah. Weather Seed Treaty. Oh yeah, I'm running this. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Create a Sapperling creature token, and then do some shit that I just don't really care about. I love the fact that this card ramps and is a Sapperling. I love that. And then I can play it to give my creature +2/+2 because I like 2-color ramp decks. You know, ramp rolling. I like that Pyrefire. So this card's a 1 out of 5 in Constructed because I'm not fooling myself. I would give it probably a 3 out of 5 in Limited due to the fact that it ramps, makes a token, and then you can definitely swing. Make this 3 or 4. Gains Trample too, which is quite good. How do you make this card work? The World Spell. It's a 7-mana Epic Saga. Look at the top 7 cards, reveal a non-Saga permanent, and just put it in the hand. Get to do that twice. Put up to 2 non-Saga permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Damn. Dude, where are my 10-mana cards? The art is perfect. Look, we even have this like tree man. He's wearing an eye patch because he's all gassed. This is incredible. Or read ahead and just go to the last line. Yeah, 7 mana. Just put 2 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. It's amazing. I like the world spell. I like the world spell. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 5. This is my most, like, I'm anticipating hotly. My world spells, my world spiels, man. Can't wait to pay 7 to ramp too. Dude, I know. That's why I need to look at 7+ in the deck builder. Yavimaya Iconoclast. When Yavimaya Iconoclast enters battlefield, if it was kit, gets +1/+1, gains haste until end of turn. Yeah, Gruul Face Beater is going to be a good one. I mean, the fact that this is like a 4/3 haste or trampler is really good. That's 2 Palaka Worms. Dude, oh my god, I want 2 Palaka Worms down so bad. Get me that historic. As long as there is a format that does not have digital-only mechanics, I'm into it. I'm into it. All right, Yavimaya Iconoclast, nice. Yavimaya Sojourner, 7 and green for a force. Oh god, no, I hate this guy. 0. Oh, this guy stinks. Don't like him. If you have 3 basic lands, it's a 5 mana, 4/6. A Johnny Sleeper Agent. Okay. Okay. This card is good. It's just not insanely good. I'd give it some 4s. Reveal the top card. If it's a creature, put it into your hand. I think that there's going to be just some Selesnya beatdown stuffs. +1/+1 counters on creatures to help deal with some of the aggro stuff. And the funny thing is, you get an emblem with whenever you cast a creature or planeswalker spell, target opponent gets 2 poison counters. That is an unbelievable win condition. Like, that's an unbelievable win condition. The way poison counters work is if your opponent has 10 poison counters, they lose the game. Okay? Like, they lose the game. The game is over. Straight up. So, if you compleate this and do 1 green, white, and 2, then comes out with 2 less loyalty counters on it, which I think is a great mechanic. But I think for the most part, what makes this really good is that it's +1 draw card. It's very, very powerful. +1 draw card, +1 draw card, +1 draw card. Love Moth with the 5 gifted Subarubberonis. Respectfully, rate a Johnny a 0 out of 5 on grounds of hurting a Johnny in lore. Okay, why is it that everybody cool gets completed? Why? Everyone loves a Johnny. You know what? Gideon Jura. Let's get that guy into Phyrexia. Just jam his face in there. Jaya? Absolutely. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Don't touch Karn. Don't touch a Johnny. Don't touch Chandra. Jace? Fuck Jace. Send him into Phyrexia. You know what I mean? Gideon is very dead. Bring his corpse back and throw the bones into Phyrexia. Just leave a Johnny alone, okay? A Johnny is an awesome line. It's one of the very few anthropomorphic, non-humanoid face having popular big boys. And they're like, let's have them get all Phyrexianized. Like, come on. It's so stupid. I don't care. Completed Elspeth would be a boss. Yeah, that sounds neat. That sounds very neat. But like, a Johnny, man, come on. Come on, man. I was going to make a joke about Tamiyo, and then I remembered. Oh, no. Ashiok, great. Tamiyo, great. Just leave a Johnny alone. He's dead, man. A Johnny, sleeper agent. No, you're not. You're not a sleeper agent. Look, if you're gonna fuck with me, like, just go all out. Just make every single planeswalker sleeper agents. Just make them all sleeper agents. Right? I don't get it. I don't get it. And this card's even pretty good. Like, how insulting is that? How insulting is that? That's like if someone turned my dog into a scented candle. And I'm like, no, you killed my dog. But the candle smells great. This is really nice. It makes it feel like home in here. You know what I mean? Like, at least make the card bad. So, yeah, I give this one a 0 out of 5, and I appreciate your contribution to the cause, Lovemoth, giving this one a 0. Aaron, Benalia's Ruin. Do you think it's just pronounced Aaron? Hey, I'm Aaron. I'm Benalia's Ruin. I cost white, white, black for a 3/3 menace. For white, black, sacrifice another creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. No, that's pretty sick. Oh, dude, Aaron. This, okay, I think a lot of these, like, try... What is this? What is the term for when it's not like colorless mana? When it's like a colorful mana? There's 3 colorful slots. Because if it's like red and 3, that's 3 generic mana and 1 red. That's a pip. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think these 3 triple pip cards are just amazing build-arounds for limited. Just amazing, 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 amazing. Sekko's great with Extraction Specialist. Yeah, it could be possible that Aaron is going to be very good in one of those sort of Orzhov Aristocrats style lists. Actually seems all right. Anytime you can willfully sacrifice another creature, eyebrows go up. Paying 2 and tapping is a big cost. Getting +1/+1 counters on everything is a big gain. But white black is kind of tricky to cast. But I'm pretty excited about this. I'd give it like a solid build around 4 in limited. Astor, Bearer of Blades. 2 red, white. When Astor, Bearer of Blades, enter the battlefield, look at the top 7 cards. You may reveal an equipment or vehicle and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom. Equipment vehicles have equipped 1. Vehicles you control have crew 1. Wow. Whoa. That's really kind of scary. That's some good stuff, man. That is some good stuff. I don't think that this will be that great in Constructed. There is the... Did she rotate out like even last year? What's her name? The Boros Planeswalker lass. Summons creatures. Stuff gets attached to them. I don't know. There's a lot of like really sick vehicle and equipment cards that are getting supported recently. Astor wants the hammer. Yeah, Nahiri, that's what it is. Yeah, I think this card's going to be broken. It's either going to be useless or it's going to be broken beyond belief. And I'm sticking to that. Limited, I don't know how many good equipments that I've seen. Basically none, but this is still quite good. Crew 1 is quite good. Baird, Argivian Recruiter. Love this card. It is red, white, 2/2 at the beginning of your end step. If you control a creature that has been buffed from its base, make a 1/1 white soldier creature token. This is exactly what I've been looking for in my token decks forever. I love... Look at him. He's like, yes, I will generate many children. You can't tell it, but Baird is laying eggs in this photo, man. And those hatch into white soldier creature tokens, man. This is some good stuff. I love this. It just feels great. Because you also have a lot of like sacrifice and aristocrat type effects, so that's nice. Send them out. Oh, Flame Cyborg. Gifted another 5. Sean, re-rate Baird as though the Ravens and the Raven Man are rating Baird. It says, can you re-rate Astor as if you've never played Magic before? Okay, Astor, Bearer of Blades. Oh, look at him. Okay. Bearer of Blades. He is moody and sultry, and he's on that ship. Okay. He is 2 and fire and sun. He's a human warrior. Okay, whenever he enters the battlefield, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may reveal an equipment or vehicle card from among them and put the... Why are there so many words in this game? Like, okay, look, I just want to say, I think I would really like this game if it just had fewer words in it. You know? I mean, what is this guy? He's like a 4/4, so he has 4 life? Is that it? And like 4 toughness? Or power? Damn it, I broke character. 4 power? I don't know. So you just like, you play this and you just like put swords on him, but doesn't he already come with a sword? Does he have to drop this sword to equip the other sword? Dude, my wife does this to me constantly. So my wife just plays games, okay? And like anytime I'm like playing something that she's unfamiliar with, she does that at an 11. He has a great hairstyle. Can you put his hairstylist in the deck? Right? Just like, shit. It's like so funny. Oh my god. Yeah. Alright. Balmor, Battle Mage Bird. Oh shit. This guy is always the bird of the day. Blue-red for a 1/3 flyer. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, all creatures you control get +1/+0. And gain trample until end of turn. I think there's going to be some Is It Burst stuff. Balmor, Battle Mage, Battle Bird. You mispronounced baller there. Yeah, this is baller, Battle Mage, baller. Yeah, I think this bird, let me tell you, in the upcoming battle of Phyrexians versus birds, I think Balmor, the Battle Mage captain, will absolutely lead the birds to victory over the Phyrexians. I mean, this is some good shit. I will say, Phyrexians versus birds is still maybe not as good as the current theme of double versus nothing. It's double or nothing. Yeah, I think this is okay. This is okay. This is an excellent build around. All these uncommons are great build arounds and limited. I mean, yeah, Land of War. I've played 1/3s that only buff themselves and been happy in limited. But this is a real symmetry breaker, especially the trample. This is some good shit. This is some good shit. I'd probably give it like a 4 or 5 in limited. I like it a lot. Bortuk Bone Rattle. Look, it's you. 4 black-red. Black-green. For a 4/4. Ah, shit, it's a fucking domain ability. Okay. Let me drink some coffee. We can do this. We can read this shit. When Bortuk Bone Rattle enters the battlefield, if you cast it, choose target creature card in your graveyard, return that card to the battlefield if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of basic land types among lands you control. Otherwise, put it into your hand. Okay, so Bortuk Bone Rattle is a card grabber for just creatures. It's a domain card. I'm going to give it a 0. Elas Ilkor, with an italicized ill. What kind of music do you like? Oh, I like Crunkstep and Ilkor. Elas Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim. White, black, 2/2 Death Touch. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Whenever another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. The perfect aristocrat. The perfect aristocrat. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's really good. Phyrexian Core Cleric. Yeah, I mean, this is just... It's really good. Hey, are there more games that have, like, diagonal landscape like this? I really love this shit. Any movies, any media with this? I know that the second level of Jedi Fallen Order was kind of like that. Yeah, Riddick, Doom, Stormlight Archives. Elden Ring. Foul Tarnished. In Search of the Elden Ring. The End of Titanic. Oh, that's a good one, Astrodax. Yeah, I mean, this is just an amazing limited card. Like, all these just make me excited. Hi, I'm Urtai. Look at hot Goro over here, man. Look at handsome Goro. Urtai, resurrected. 2 blue and black for a 3/2 flasher. When Urtai, hot guy, resurrected, enters the battlefield, choose up to 1 counter target spell, activated ability, or triggered ability. Its controller draws a card. Oh, so scared. Destroy another target creature or a planeswalker. Its controller draws a card. What? Owie! Oh, God, that hurt really bad. Ouch. I dropped the pen, and as I was pulling the pen up, I hit the edge of my table, and it pushed it right into my thumb brace. That hurt. Not like that. Yeah, this is good with Narset. Yeah, Frilled Mystic with downside. Yeah. Frilled Mystic was a little bit good. A little bit good. I liked Frilled Mystic. Frilled Mystic was awesome. I'm going to give this a 0 out of 5. I think this one sucks. This one's terrible. This is one of the worst cards that's ever been printed. Can you imagine having 4 arms and being awful? Oh, get out of here. Compares favorably to Ravenous Chupacabra. Wait, but with Ravenous Chupacabra, you just got a 2/2 and it killed a thing. Yeah, I think this is bad. This is as awful as a legendary rare is allowed to be. Right? Garna Bloodfist of Keld. 1 black, red, red. Oh, man, dude, Garna. Now, do you think this is Garna, or do you think this is Garna? I bet you this is Garna. This one on the bottom that's dead as shit. All right. Whenever another creature you control dies, draw a card if it was attacking. Otherwise, Garna Bloodfist of Keld deals 1 damage to each opponent. Oh, they're both Garna. That's a great point. Look at Garna. Just annihilating herself. I mean, I think this card in Limited is good, in Constructed is a 0. I think there's a lot of zeros. I think we're hitting just a 0 city. 0 city. Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief. Ooh, a flyer for 2. Whenever a player casts a spell that targets only a single creature other than Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief, you may copy that spell. The copy targets Ivy. So let's get this straight. I have 2 creatures. One is Ivy, one is not. My opponent lightning bolts the creature that is not. The lightning strike that one, and then it's just like, you can copy it and shoot Ivy if you want. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. And it's like, all right. Like, that's what this does? That's so dumb. That's ridiculous. Yeah, no, I think this card is just a fucking 0, dude. This card is trash. I mean, obviously, if I'm like, buff my creature. Oh, Ivy, I want to be buffed too. Which is fine, but it's like a 2-mana... Well, the fact that it's a 2-mana 2 on Flyer makes it fine and Limited. It's fine. Oh, yeah, I guess if my opponent... Wait. How does that work? Copy auras? I don't think you can do that. How you can't create, like, an enchantment token. Oh, a copy of an aura spell becomes a token. Nah, that doesn't happen. It doesn't say that on the card. Fuck this. I'm not. Get me out of this one. All right. I'm clearing chat. I'm clearing chat. There you go. Emote only chat. Get out of here. Joyra, Ageless Innovator, blue and red for a 2/3. Put 2 Ingenuity counters on Joyra, Ageless Innovator. Then you may put an artifact card with mana value X or less from your hand to the battlefield, where X is the number of Ingenuity counters on Joyra. This is a 5. This is a 5. A 2-mana 2/3 that can tap and just smash artifacts onto the battlefield? Holy shit. She's pointing to people that owe her money because they lost the bet, challenging her. This is insane. Synthetics is too slow? No. Gotcha. Gotcha. Absolutely detonated. Get out of here, Synthetic 37. Dragon Post Slice says, just noticed your hair looks great today. Oh, you just noticed that? What, it took you? How long have I been live? Sean, I've been here for 4 hours and 4 minutes and 55 seconds. I just wanted to say your hair, I just noticed. It looks great. Well, I got news for you, Dragon Poet Society. Watch this. And it's gone. Where's my hair now, huh? It's been filtered out by the green screen. Oh, it's there. Oh, it's there. I actually want to see if I can show this. All right, where's my main webcam? Filters. Hey. See, look at like how my hair, and then when I turn it on, I mean, I know it's not thick up there, but away it goes. Theodana Erte says, sorry, I was so lost in your eyes I didn't notice your beautiful locks until now. Oh, romancing the streamer. Day 9, I love you so much. You're so handsome. I love when you look at me. Whoops. That's the wrong button. Hey. Hi. Ooh. I'm still thirsty. Oh, yes. All right. Yes, card's a 5. I love this card. This card's amazing. Free artifacts are sick. Joda, the Unifier. White, blue, black, red, green. Legendary creature, a human wizard. Legendary creatures you control get +X, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Whenever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, exile a card from the top of your library until you exile a legendary non-land card with lesser mana value. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. All right, this is Yoda. This is Yoda, the Unifier. This is Legendary Cascade. So, I don't really know if there's that many good legends that have really been printed. So that's my concern. However, I do concede that if we were to run the world spell, you go straight to 2, you put Joda in the hand. Okay? Straight to 2, put Joda in the hand. And then, then what you do is you smack down on the 3rd chapter, Joda, and then you have a bunch of mana. Pow! There it is. Boom. Legendary Cascade. Joda, the Unfair. I think this card's a 0 out of 5 and is garbage. King Darien, the 48th. 1. Green, white. Other creatures you control are a little bigger. Pay 5. Make a counter. Make a token. Sacrifice Darien. All those tokens are saved. I ran King Darien. I really like King Darien a lot. I actually really like King Darien a lot. Dude, let me tell you. Imagine this. Imagine a ramp control list where King Darien, think of this as a solo practitioner. Sitting there, squeezing out white eggs, hatching into white soldier creature tokens. Right? Yeah? Oh, and then you sack it, make it all immune. I think this is some good shit. I was running this also in a tokens list. I just think this is great. This is a 3 in constructed and a 5 in limited. I think this is great. I don't want to imagine this anymore. Well, just rewind to when Sarah Angela was gifting us to have a Griffahoof, or whatever that creature's name was, rated highly. Legomos, Hand of Hatred. 2 black, red. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a red elemental creature token with trample and haste. Wow. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Search your library for a card. Put it into your hand and shuffle. Activate only if 5 or more creatures died this turn. Dude, Legomo's Hand of Hatred is perfect for a Mardu Aristocrats. Aristocrats, by the way, comes from the famous documentary about the famous joke, the Aristocrats, of people doing appalling things to each other. And the joke is that they're the Aristocrats. So the Aristocrats is about a deck that is about summoning creatures to sacrifice, to buff each other, to sacrifice, to, you know, basically the more death and pain and misery you impose on your own side of the battlefield, the better your deck works. So, you know. Legomos, the fact that it's a 1/3 that's just smashing out red elemental creature tokens with trample haste, it's good stuff. Play on Twitch says, I just assumed it was a comment on real-world aristocracy. No. Real-world aristocracy is about inflicting pain on other people. And the more pain you inflict on other people, the better it is for you. So there you go. All right. Oh, it's from Cartel Aristocrat? Wait, is that true? All right, then I've lied to all of you. Cartel Aristocrat. Sacrifice another creature. Cartel Aristocrat gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. Oh, I see. So this is a way to infinitely sacrifice creatures. Nice. And if you can infinitely sack for free, you can infinitely proc things. Ah, I see. All right, well, I'm completely fucking wrong, but I sure sounded confident, didn't I? Woo! Broadcaster charisma. Maria, Scholar of Antiquity. 1 red, green for a 3/3. Tap an untapped non-token artifact you control. Add green. Tap 2 untapped non-token artifacts you control. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Well, I'll say I only care about token artifacts, so Maria is trash. 0 unlimited, 0 unconstructed, 0s across the board. It's a pricey 3/3. Get out of here. Nail, Avizoa Aeronaut. All right, Nail. 2 green, blue. Don't let me down. You're a 2/4 flyer. All right. Oh, this one. It's just a limited card. If you pop someone in the face, you look at the X cards, where X is how basic your lands are. And if you have 5 basic land types, you get to draw it. Whatever. Nail. All right. Nagel. All right. Is it Najal? Nahal? I like Nail and Nagel. Najal, the Storm Runner. 2 blue, red. You may cast sorcery spells as though they had flash. Oh, shit. Fuck yeah. Whenever Nagel, the Storm Runner, attacks, you may pay 2. If you do, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. I mean, here's the problem. Nagel is a 5-mana creature that works better in a deck with instants and sorceries abundantly. Instant and sorcery spells, well, I should say sorceries as well, but just generally a lot of instants and sorceries. So if you have a lot of instants and sorceries, you're generally giving up board control, not having a lot of creatures. So when you have cast this, if your opponent had removal, they now have the very first target. This card is exceptional in limited. Like, unbelievably exceptional limited. This might be one of the better limited cards, period. I mean, it's a 5/4. It must be removed. Otherwise, you can start flashing in sorcery spells and copying shit. It's just insane. This art is incredibly good, though. Love this. 10 out of 10. Namada Primeval Warden. Love this one in limited. Love it. I don't think this will be very good in constructed. Because this is if a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it, and then you make a bunch of Saprolings. I mean, it's just a great defensive card. It has reach, makes Saprolings, can get bigger, can draw cards. I mean, it's just great. Kind of want to try it in the Golgari list. Kind of want to try it. You know, looks pretty neat. It's also good that whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, it gets exiled instead, which is great. If your opponent is doing one of those, dude, amazing chess. This is exactly what I was about to say. If your opponent is doing some sort of weird sacrifice-driven Rakdos or Aristocrats deck, Namad is just exiling shit like crazy. This actually might have some legs in Constructed. Power level's way lower, so I'm pretty excited about that. Well, Queen, all in all, of Raudak. Well, all in all, I would give her a 0. Queen, all in all. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control. If one or more creature tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus a white soldier creature egg is hatched into a white soldier creature token. So I think all in all, this is a fine limited card. I think in Constructed, I was trying to fiddle with some token stuff yesterday. I don't think it's very good in Constructed. Because having one large creature means a single sweeper on just the tiny ones will also get Queen all in all. I also, just making a single additional white soldier creature token is kind of needs a lot of support, and when it gets support, it's not doing that great, so I'm going to give it a 0. Radha, Coalition Warlord, welcome back. 2 red-green, 3/3. Whenever Radha, Coalition Warlord, becomes tapped, another target creature you control gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of basic land types among stuff you control. 0. I don't like Domain as a mechanic there. Get out of here. Oh my god. Wrath, Weatherlight, Stalwart is so fucking good, dude. So good. It's, early on, it's fine. It's like a little, it's like just kind of like a, it's fine. It's like, it's not doing very much, but quickly, you just start racking up the card value. And this can also be a nice finisher. So it draws you the cards to get you deep. You can spend mana on it to win stalled boards. I think this is a 5. I think this is an unbelievably good limited card. Great stuff. Love Wrath. Ratadrabic. Ratadrabic of Urborg. Ratadrabic. Rat-a-drabic of Urborg. Yeah, this is Ratatouille of Urborg. 2 white black, 3/3 vigilance, ward 2. Other zombies you control have vigilance. Wow. Whenever another legendary creature you control dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a non-legendary and it's 2/2 black zombie in addition to its other colors and types. 5. Dude. Rat or Bad Dick is just such a good card in limited. Like, vigilance and ward, it's a little understated for 4. Make an extra, durability of your... I'm done with this fucking card. Rith, Liberated Primeval. 2 red, green, white. Flying, ward 2. It's a dragon. Other dragons you control have ward 2. Sweet. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature or planeswalker an opponent controlled was dealt excess damage this turn, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. What? Dude. Wait. So if it's a creature or planeswalker was dealt excess damage. Excess damage is like if you have a 2/2 and you shoot it for 3, you dealt 1 excess damage because you only needed 2 to kill it, so 1 kind of rolled over. So it basically says if you kill the shit out of something, like you fucking kill it, then you get a dragon. And that's pretty sweet. I mean, that's pretty cool, huh? And it has ward 2? Damn. And if any of you have any technical questions about how exactly excess damage works, I'm not the person to ask. I'm just gonna move on to the next card. I give this a 5 because it's a 5/5 for 5, so I'm going to rate it as a 5. It makes more dragons. That's a 5. It's a 5. It's great. This is awesome. Rivaz of the Claw. 1 black, red, menace. Add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast dragon creature spells. Oh, yeah. 5. We're giving this one the hot 5. Viashina Warlock. Oh, it's not a dragon itself? Damn. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard. Ah. Whenever you cast that dragon spell, it doesn't go back to the graveyard. Got it. I guess I'll have to silence them. All right, this is great. Alright, dude. Rivaz of the Claw. I mean, this is great. This is good shit. Yeah, I'd give this a 5. I mean, a 3/3 Menacer that can, like, ramp out dragons. It's insane. I love that. Rona, Shield, Red's Faithful. 1 blue, black. Again, this really feels very limited-y to me. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses a life. You may cast Rona, Shield, Red's Faithful from your graveyard by discarding 2 other cards in addition to paying its other costs. So it's a slow, grindy, fine body that when it dies, you have 2 lands in your hand because you're hanging out, and you bring back Rona, Shield, Red's Faithful. There it is. I think this is neat. I was playing super grindy, long, crazy games yesterday in Sealed, and Rona was really nice at just like slowly popping them down. It's quite satisfying. And the graveyard stuff, I can imagine. Oh yeah, a lot of you are just like, oh, Commander, oh, it's gonna be great. Yeah, I mean, if you have 100 card lists, graveyard gets filled, dregs in the hand, bring back Rona is the plan. Rulik Mons, Warren Chief. 1 red, green. Menace. Whenever Rulik Mons, Warren Chief, attacks with the top card of your library, if it's a land, you may put it onto the battlefield tab. If you didn't put a card onto the battlefield this way, make a goblin. Seems pretty good. A menacing ramp goblin. I think seems good. I think menacing ramp goblin is pretty good. I think it's fair to say. I think it's pretty fair. But I mean, this is all limited cards. They're all just limited things. Shana, Purifying Blade. You know, I feel like this should be amazing. I need to look at the mana base because, you know, there's like Broker's Ascendancy. There's some sort of like 3-color stuff going on with Broker's Ascendancy in the Bant colors. A lifelinker where you can draw 3 cards. Like, if Shana Purifying Blade hits once, that's amazing and well worth it. This might also be reasonable in, like, a Bant control list. Might be reasonable in a Bant control list as well. This has to be very good. I feel like it has to be very good. I don't see where it is. So I'm going to say 4. Solkanar the Tainted. Oh yeah, one of the reasons why I think Shana Purifying Blade can be really good is as a sideboard option in a Bant control list. Your opponent has removed a lot of creature kill spells. You board in Shana. Kind of functions in a similar role to something like a Legion Warboss. Solkanar the Tainted. 2 blue, black, red. Beginning of your end step. Choose one that hasn't been chosen. Draw a card. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Solkanar deals 3 damage to up to 1 other target creature or planeswalker. Exile Solkanar, then return it to the battlefield under an opponent's control. Isn't this horrible? Isn't this horrible? I'm giving this a 0. They don't make mythics like they used to. This card sucks. This is feel reasonable for a few turns. And then just regret. I mean, I guess what you can do is just attack with Solkanar every single turn. Both hands. This creatures don't survive for 4 turns. The last part never triggers. In theory, I'll make it trigger. I will make it trigger. It is a 5-mana 5/5 that eventually leaves the nest and never calls. So, I'd give this a 0. I think this card sucks. It's not good. I mean, it would be better if it was a 5/5 for 5 in these colors. That's what I think. Soul of Windgrace. I've never seen this. Oh my god. 1 and Jund. Legendary creature cat avatar. 5/4. Whenever Soul of Windgrace enters the battlefield or attacks, you may put a land card from a graveyard onto the battlefield tapped under your control. Discard a land. Gain a life. Discard a land. Draw a card. Discard a land. Soul of Windgrace. Gains indestructible and end of turn, tap it. 5? Oh my god, I'm in awe. This is incredible. 4 mana for a 5/4. We can give it indestructibility and shit. Oh, this is nasty, man. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, no, I'm glad Johnny's dead, man. This is my cat now. This is my cat. Oh, my God. I love Soul of Windgrace. This is an awesome card. No wonder people always describe Jund cards as fair. Oh my god, that's incredible. Soul of Windgrace? Dude, I'm doing a Jund with Liliana. Don't think I'm not. Sten, Paranoid Partisan. God, I keep reading things and I just feel like my snow globe is spying on me. White, blue for a 2/2. Sten, Paranoid Partisan enters the battlefield. Choose a land or a card type other than land. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. Exile Sten, return to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Oh. I mean, 5? This is a 5. This is less good and limited, but in constructed. Lands on 2, cheapens my shit. You target it, I flicker it, keep my stuff nice and cheap. Deal some damage. Maybe a 3. Yeah, I'd maybe give this 3. This just seems very solid. Reducing the cost of instants or sorceries or enchantments. Probably instants, more likely. I can flicker and then change it to a different type. It's nice. It's good stuff. Yeah. Tatiova, Steward of the Tides. Green, green, blue. We got a triple pipper. Land creatures you control have flying. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if you control 7 or more lands, up to 1 target land you control becomes a 3/3 elemental creature with haste. It's still land. I'm going to run this, aren't I? I really am going to have a Simic land list, huh? Ooh, that's really good. That's really good, man. We're just going to send in the flying land. I mean, yeah, that's really good. Not Felix to Cats is great with shapeshifters. I don't think shapeshifters apply there because shapeshifter is there all types on this side of the dash, and I believe land is over here. I think that shapeshifters are all creature types, and a land is not a creature type. That's my understanding, at least. Semantically speaking. Yeah, I think this is actually exceptional and limited. I'd give it a 5. I gotta give it a 6. It's fucking crazy. Board stalls out, swing in with flapping islands. Man, that's sick. Constructed, I still think I might try to make this shit work. Big fan of Nissa, who shakes the world. Tori Davenant. That's pronounced Tori Davenant. but I like Dave and Ant. Fury Rider, 1 red, white, vigilance, trample. Whenever Tori Davanon, Fury Rider attacks, all other attacking creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Other red attacking creatures you control gain trample. Untap each other white attacking creature you control. So temporary vigilance and temporary trample. This is an okay card. So, all the white stuff we looked at many hours ago, all the white stuff we looked at was just fucking, And every time I do the twist, make a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Every time you cast a spell, if you cast it, make a 1/1 white soldier creature token. So you just wind up with this glut of tokens on your side of the battlefield. So something that is going to give them all +1/+1 on a swing is great. And if you do this, you get the +1/+1 and you have free mana to do that +1/+1 trigger on another spell or creature, so you can get real big. So this I think is fine. It's fine. By the way, does everyone know the reference when I go, I'm fine? Everyone know this one? I'm fine. Does everyone, because if some of you know it but are not recalling it, when I share fine, when I share this reference, you're going to be like, I know. You're going to be like, Ghost Heart says, oh, absolutely. Tell us, Ghost Hearts. Tell us, Ghost Hearts. Specifically, is that fine? I'm fine. All right, Ghost Hearts. If you lied to me, Ghost Hearts, you're banned from my chat forever. The interview guy, right? What interview guy? I mean, you're close. You're getting there. You're getting there. You know what? I'm pretty sure you know. What's the most famous word in that interview, Ghost Hearts? Country Road guy? You know what? You have it. It is the guy, when interviewed, asked, how are you? And the guy that's clearly blazed out of his mind says, I'm pretty glonky. And the interviewer says, what? And he goes, I'm fine. Just look up glonky. 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 And you'll see him go, I'm fine. Because this guy is so high when he says fine. His tongue flaps back over his windpipe and catches him in that eye. I'm fine. It's awesome. You gotta see that shit. Yeah, so this card is fine. Tura Kenned Sky Knight. 2 white, blue. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, make soldiers. Just what I was talking about. This card's fine. It's very reasonable for grinding the game out. I give it an okay. I give it a limited out of 5. Erg is Spanish Turg. It's equal to the number of lands in your graveyard. Can you upkeep? Look at the top card of your library. You can put that card in the graveyard. You can also sack lands. You can gain life. I actually think that this card might be insane. It just needs time. Flame Cyborg sees it and says, holy moly, that guy is toasted. Yeah, that guy is... He's pretty burnt. Here's Erg, Spawn a Turg. I think this guy's fine. Dude, the Glongy video is one of those videos where if you watch it 18 more times in a row, it is monotonically funnier the more you watch it. It's so good. Vohar, Vidalian Desecrator. Blue-black for a 1/2. Oh yeah, draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard an instant or sorcery card this way, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. You can also sack Vohar. You may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. If that spell will be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. Activate only as a sorcery. This card sucks. It's a 2-mana 1/2 that disappoints again and again. It's not good. This card sucks. Unless you have a bomb-ass 10-mana fucking spell that you want to cast 2 times because you're a fucking big land-having gamer. Nah, get out of here. Vohar Vidalian Desecrator is trash. Zar Ojanen, Scion of Ephraeva. This one's pretty good. You swing, and you make a lot of your babies bigger. I think that Domain is just a mouthful and a half, but I do think that Zar is pretty good. Because again, White generates a lot of these 1/1 soldier creature tokens. If you swing with Czar, you can just pump up the shit out of your creatures. And not even attack, just become tapped. Like there's that other blue-white one where if you cast a spell, tap 2 untapped creatures, draw a card, great. Czar is going to pump everything. It's great. I actually really like this. Z-Scar says Glonky is now part of my vocabulary. Oh yeah, it's part of the family vernacular as well here, man. Like today, I'm like super tired. Britt's gonna ask me how I am later. I'm gonna be like, I'm fucking pretty glonky, man. She's gonna be like, oh, you had a hard day. Yeah. All right. Zur Eternal Shimmer. This is white, blue, black for a 1/4 flyer. Oh, not more 1/4 flyers. Enchantment creatures you control have Death Touch, Lifelink, and Hexproof. For 1 and a white, target non-aura enchantment you control becomes a creature in addition to its other types and has base power and toughness, each equal to its mana value. Wait. So if I have like a Saga, I can literally make that Saga like a 7/7 hexproof, death-touching lifelinker? Wait. Zur. Yes, sir. I'll run Zur. Yeah, I think this is a good one. This is a good one. There's some good Sagas. Yeah. This card's great. I'm going to give it a 5. Fro boy, the nerds, the Sagas sack themselves, though. Yeah? Yeah, you want to go? You want to fight about it? Huh? Do you want to fight me about this? Alright. Yeah, this is some good shit, man. This is some good shit. I like this. Give it a 5. Oh my god, we did it. It's 5:37 and I'm on to artifacts? Oh, yeah. Automatic Librarian. Like, let me tell you, these artifacts are going to be quick and simple to review. Automatic Librarian, a 3 costing 3/2 that when it enters the battlefield, it scries. Fucking 0 out of 5. Golden Argosy. Whenever the Golden Argosy attacks, exile each creature that crewed it this turn. Return to the battlefield tapped under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Crew me for 1. I think the Golden Argosy is like a 2. I think it's a 2. I don't think it's that great. Doesn't have flying. Because clearly it's not flying. It actually just recently went off like a ramp in this photograph. This is a photograph that was taken on an iPhone 11. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's nice in that it can tap and cause things to turn sideways. It'll enable some ETBs, but you have to be careful because it only triggers when you swing. So, you know, I'm sure it'll be up for something, but it's not exactly like... there's a lot of conditions that need to be met. A 3/6 at crew 1 is pretty good, but you need to attack and you need to live through the attack, and then the guy comes back and it needs to also have an ETB. It's like a lot of things. He's Grant gifted 5. I am like an alert dog with a treat dangled somewhere in this room. He's Grant. Tell me what to do. What is it, He's Grant? What is it? If it could fly, then it'll be an amazing card. If it could fly, this thing would be so busted. A 3/6 flyer? Get out of here. So I'd give this like a 2. In limited, I'd give it like a 3. Heroes Heirloom. 2. Equipped creature gets +2/+1. If it's legendary, it has trample and haste. It's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, I'd give this like a 3. This is actually quite good. Quick creature has +2/+1. There's a lot of stalls in here. It's good. It's a good staller. Oh, you want me to rate this a 5 out of 5? No problem. All I have to do is think like a newbie. Watch this. Oh man, Golden Argosy. Oh, this is clearly a 5. First of all, 3/6 for 4. What a stat line. Second of all, you can crew multiple creatures each turn. So, ow. So what you can do is you can get like one creature to crew it, then you get another creature to crew it, then you get another creature to crew it, you get another creature to crew it, and then when you attack with Golden Argosy, they leave. All of these have enter the battlefield effects because in my fantasy, everything always goes right. Who fantasizes about bad things happening? If I wanted to see bad things happen, I would watch American drama television. But anyways, so I have all these ETB guys. They leave, they come back. My opponent doesn't have any creatures, okay? Because my Golden Argosy is like totally going to be... Wait, why are you out of focus? Yeah, what? I don't know why I was out of focus for a moment there, but it's good now. But anyways, man, dude, my opponent's going to have like no creatures out when my Golden Argosy swings in and just makes that money for me, honey. Enter the battlefield, enter the battlefield, enter the battlefield, enter the battlefield. They're all going to enter the battlefield, and it's just going to be hot. Oh, now probably swinging with all these creatures would have ended the game right then and there, but I don't want to end the game. I want ETB effects, and that's what this thing gives. Golden Argosy, 5 out of 5. I give it a 3 out of 6, which rounds up to 5. Hero's Heirloom, this card's fine. Inscribed Tablet. I'll reveal the top 5 cards. Put a land card into the hand. And if you don't, you get to draw. This card's it's very whatever. I mean, I would give this like a 3 or some shit. Limited. Format's slow enough, getting more land. It's like, fine. Joda's Codex. I think this card is busted as fuck. Pay 5 to draw. Ability costs 1 less to activate for each basic land type among lands you control. This is going to be 2 or 1 or 0 tap to draw in limited. Get out of here. This is insane. Insane. Karn Silex, a 7,000 out of 5. Karn Silex is tapped. Players can't pay life to cast spells or to activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. Cool. So no Phyrexian mana. X tap, exile, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value X or less. Each non-land permanent. So Karn Silex hits artifacts, enchantments, creatures, planeswalkers. This card's fucking insane. It's unbelievable. I mean, that is insane. The one downside is it's 2 turns. So you have to play it on turn 3. It's tapped. Then turn 4 comes. Your opponent can prepare and blow it all up. But I mean, the fact that it's hitting all non-land permanents is just incredible. I mean, it's just incredible. It's just unbelievable. It's Karn card. No wonder he likes it. Yeah, I'm horny for Karn Silex. This thing is fucking insane. It's great. This is an unbelievable card because it is a colorless sweeper that hits everything. Yeah, more like Ugin Silex. Am I right? I mean, this is a great card. And by the way, this does look like the kiln of the Fire Giant. I think Silex is going to be great. Meteorite. I always convince myself that this card's going to be awesome, and it always sucks. It's a 5 mana, deal 2 damage, and ramp when you already have 5 mana. It doesn't make any sense. 0 out of 5 as a reminder to myself. Relic of Legends, add 1 mana of any color. Pretty exciting. Tap an untapped legendary creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color. Probably going to try to make this work in Joda nonsense, but, you know, outside of that, it's like a 1. It's like a 1. You only really need this if you are desperate for tons of different colors of stuff or you're doing crazy ramp shit in limited. But I don't know. I'm not really sure where that one phases in. Salvaged Mana Worker, that's a 0. Shield Wall Sentinel. You may, when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with Defender, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle. I might make this work in my Defender control list. I mean, this is going to be amazing. Timeless Lotus. I don't know what to do with this thing. I really don't. Because this guy, literally lets you cast Joda. But again, on turn 5, being able to the next turn have 10 mana. Teferi untaps. Teferi, quite contrary. You tap it for Wooburg. Yeah, I'm going to give this a 0. I think this card's trash. It's not going to show up in Standard, but I'm going to try. Yeah, this is another Ali Eldrazi out of 5. Vanquisher's Axe. Equipped creatures a little stronger, but not really. Walking Bulwark. Defender. Hey, until end of turn, target creature with Defender gains haste, can attack as though it didn't have Defender, and assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Oh my god, Walking Bulwark in our Defender control list. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh yes, the Weatherlight Compleated. As long as Weatherlight Compleated has 4 or more Phyresis counters on it, it is a Phyrexian creature in addition to its other types. Whenever a creature you control dies, put a Phyresis counter on Weatherlight Compleated, and then draw a card if it has 7 or more Phyresis counters on it. Oh, I'm sorry, what was that? If it doesn't scry 1? Damn, that's wow, that's fucking really good. Yeah, I mean, if you can have enough tokens that are dying and enough baby creatures that are dying, and you can get the Weatherlight Compleated. I mean, you know, maybe this card is really bad. Zero. We did it. We hit a 0. 5/5 flyer for 2. Yeah, on turn 7. Get out of here. Several ways to animate it in Standard. Could be true. Could get that land that cracks you in there. But why do I want a land that I pay 3 to make it a creature just to be able to attack it and it's just a 5/5? I'd rather just cast a 5/5. Cut the middleman out. Okay. Can't believe we're going to finish by 6. This is amazing. All right, so we have Ardakar, Adarkar, Adarkar Wastes. So there's this whole category of duels that come in untapped, have no basic land type, generate the mana you want, but deals the damage to you. So let's see. We have the white-blue. We have the Orzhovs. We have... Do we have actually all the combinations? Oh, no. This is... I think we have all the combinations of the island, or like the duels. Oh yeah, here's another one. Crystal Grotto enters battlefield, scry 1. Could be good in my colorless decaronis. Geothermal Bog, Haunted Mire. I think you have every single combination of these, right? Don't you have 10 duels? But I think you only have some of these zappers. Yeah, I think we have 10 of these, it looks like. And then we only have 4 of the other ones, 6 of the other ones. Yeah, 6 of them. Okay, so let's come back. So there's 6 of these that are 2 color and zap ya. 10 of these that are 2 basic types and are tapped. Plaza of Heroes. Yeah, this one's interesting. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a legendary spell. Add 1 mana of any color among legendary permanents you control. Exile Plaza of Heroes. Target legendary creature against hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. This has to be good. This is a Joda card, right? This has to be good. It's very fringe, but it has to be good. Radiant Grove. Scared Peaks. Shivan Reef. Oh, dude, look at that art. Oh, that is... Someone was like, look, you can't tell me I don't have water and fire. You just can't tell me that. Sulphurous Spring. Sunlit Mash. Tangle. How is this pronounced? Is it Islet? Islet? I think it's Islet. Or is it Islet? Islet. Nice. Is it? Merriam-Webster knows. Do. Oh, it's a photo of CC. Hi, CC. I'm going to take her on a walk when I get done with this. Do you want to do a subscription? Not a chance. One more time.
Islet.
Definition: a little island. A little jaunt. Alright, Thran Portal. Okay, this one is weird. Thran Portal enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer other lands. Great. So it's kind of like Lair of the Hydra and Den of the Bugbear. As Thran Portal enters the battlefield, choose a basic land type. Thran Portal is the chosen type in addition to its other types. Mana abilities of Thran Portal cost an additional 1 life to activate. So it's, in the early game, it's always an untapped land of exactly the color you want, but it shocks you. I think this card's awful. I think it's awful. I think it's terrible. I think this is a 0. This is like a -1 out of 5. This card's trash, I think. Because, like, dude, if I'm an aggro list, well, then I also want to be able to, like, ramp out on turn 3, 4, 5. So, like, yeah, I don't know. A gate deck? Yeah, I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Gates aren't a basic land type. Yeah. It's best in aggro, but I still think it's not great in aggro. I'd rather just, like, run it. The land. Plains. God, that's good shit. This is maybe the best art in the entire set. God, it's so good. Oh, Titus Lunter. Dude, I love Titus Lunter. Titus Lunter owns, man. Weather lies in a lot of these, I feel. Oh, dude, I love spiky things going that way. Hell yeah. Dude, like, you have to think so hard about how to make forests interesting and different each time. Oh my god, did we do it? Did we actually do the card review? That's the card review! We're done! We finished early? What? I'm gonna eat dinner because I have a 7 p.m. I have a 7 p.m.